Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 of OG versus Alliance. I'm only Pixel.io and Fogged. Lots to talk about, but I imagine the first thing that you're going to be excited to see this game is a mid-1 Elder Titan.
I mean, of course. Yeah, I actually just messaged Nota and I was like, oh, nice. Okay, cool. Get to see what I'm going to cast a one-position ET. Oh, God.
Is it a good game for it? What sort of to sort of dampen your excitement about just seeing it? Is it actually going to work here?
I mean, versus Void, versus any agi carry, it can work. It absolutely can. It's just, will it? It's weird. It's all about like this timing of, I do feel like OG, they are in a bit of a timer, but they can be super aggressive with this lineup, I feel, and take advantage of some long cooldowns that Alliance does have. It does feel like Alliance is pretty reliant around their ults to be able to take fights. OG, I feel like this is a very run-at-you lineup, and it's very OG style. I could see this ET definitely working, but I could also see it falling flat on its face, because if he gets Doom too, Doom does do a Dispel as well. That does remove the buff that you get from the Astral Spirit too, so there's a lot of different things that we're going to have to watch out for. But there is a Venge save that they did pick, as I've been actually like hoping people do versus these Voids. I think that's one of the biggest things that I'm seeing people missing, because Void is so popular right now. I'm not seeing enough Venge and Shadow Demon. I want to see these save heroes versus this, because it can completely break the Chronosphere a lot of the times in the game.
Yeah, they've got sort of a few options here to really mess with the Void, especially on those early Chronos before the BKBs roll.
Yeah.
Right, actually hold that before it's bottom lane. They get the roll in onto FNG. There's no telling Saxa trying to chase him down and turn with the blast. Sep coming across. He can offer up a wave of terror. Not enough damage to take FNG. They'll be down as they'll be able to back off. Alliance will grab the 2 top bounty runes. Be able to get the 2 down bottom. But yeah, the early Chronos, you've also obviously got to be aware of things like the ET, right? Throwing in a Spirit, going for a Stomp, or even Thompson poking him from the side and laying down a smoke screen if he's able to sort of get on top of the area of the Chrono where you've caught your target.
Yeah, absolutely. And, Riki, that's why we do see OG go for this. Of course, just because they love the Riki right now, but because they're playing versus that Void, they have the smoke screen that's going to be good all game. There is a slight thing that that, Alliance can play around. They do have Cookie. So Cookie's always going to be one of those forces to help Nikobaby out of that smoke screen.
Not.
Thompson get extremely aggressive level. As soon as he hits 2 in the mid lane, right away push onto Limp. Trying to take advantage of that low armor.
And some of these lane matchups, did you sort of see that any of the sides having a tough start here?
I could see S4 having a little bit of a tough start because he is into this ET. I think this is one of the reasons they picked it and tried to put it up top, is because he's versus the Treants, so you get this extra plus damage. And I don't feel like Tiny can't help much versus Ogre and ET. He has to just play full pulling. Yeah, ET doesn't care about a lot of this harass early on. Even the Blightstone is a little annoying, but then your Astral Spirit just gives you all the armor when you do get aggressive. Seeing, there's some funny moves coming out. No-Tail trying to meet the creeps with the other creeps in the mid lane and create a new lane. And Hanskin can't contest these last hits now. Versus an Ogre as a Tiny. No-Tail actually hitting level 2 and getting aggressive. And Thompson gets a courier.
Actually able to take down Limps. He gets the delivery, so won't quite have to complete a bracer.
Oh, he actually killed it before it arrived to him.
Still had the recipe on.
Ooh. It's actually pretty nice.
We'll learn this mid lane Thompson, but still with plenty of tangos to work with.
Denied.
And CS very even right now between the two of them. Do some underneath the tower, but doing a good job with that.
They're actually going for Infernal in this matchup. Different. Usually we just see the Scorch Earth.
Yeah, I mean, what do you sort of think the logic's there? Is it just the idea that they are melee? He knows he's going to just be able to sort of hit him off cooldown with the blade?
I guess. And I guess like, he maybe thinks that like Tops can always disengage and stuff from the Scorch Earth, but this hurts you in your mid game now. Whenever you put any 1 point in Infernal, you're not going to be able to match Scorch Earth early on to get aggressive. So, an interesting choice. Don't think I've seen that ever from the mid dooms. I think I've seen 4-4 almost exclusively.
Well, top lane, everyone turning with the punches. He might just kill Hanskin. My goodness, he does. The damage is done. Mid one, he's able to live as well. 9 HP into the trees. He's got the salve at the ready. Already starting to see some of that potential of this ET when he gets the damage up.
Yep, he hit level 3. As soon as you're 3, you get that big spike, and you can actually force most heroes out of lanes. That's 4. He's really struggling to stay up here. Only 7 last hits on the NP.
That's true,
Has to
actually.
be very careful of his positioning. Like, they have this double stun, so he can't ever like play around trying to move.
You're going to see this damage again. He's just going to get punched by Mid1. He might just die. He's going to turn with the avalanche. Mid1's going to try and run him down. A few more hits would do it, but he's here to turn over towards S4. Get a punch in on him instead. Hanskin will live, but still very low HP because of that. And I mean, what we're seeing, it just seems like Hanskin, he can't do anything up here. He can't make moves onto this lane.
No, I've been seeing these Tiny suffer a lot in the early game. Not really finding good opportunities to make moves around. He's only level 2. He hasn't really helped too much up top. Sure, these lane pulls have helped a little bit, but now he's looking to make moves around. He's actually securing the rune, and he might be able to set up on Thompson.
Because Thompson's very low. Thompson is able to play his way out of this. He's trying to juke. Oh! They still got him. Hanskin in with the avalanche and the toss back. Thompson caught in the scorch serve. Hanskin blocking him up. There's a very nice move comes out from Hanskin. Had a tough start to the game up top, but seizes an opportunity to make that all-important play mid.
With an all-important haste rune. If it was any other rune, I don't think he gets that kill. Probably the best rune you can find early on in a Tiny.
Bottom. Nikobaby's in. Cookie puts a stop to the rollout from Saxa.
Death, it's fulfillment.
Void is still free farming down bottom. Seb is still getting some of his own, but yeah, we do see both sides. The safe laners are getting away with everything here. You do see S4. He's suffering quite a bit more than Seb.
And for Mid1, well, what sort of build do you expect we'll see? Is it just the phase drum agonyms from an ET carry, or is it the phase straight into the ags? You know, what sort of route do you go?
I guess he can still go Echo Saber if he sees an opportunity. Phase Echo Saber into the ags. That's one of the other one position builds. It's kind of different. But other than that, yeah, phase drum ags or phase Echo ags. I don't think you deviate too much from that.
Bottom. Rolling onto Nikobaby. Magic missile to follow up. Got the damage though. Time walking a couple of seconds. It's not going to be back up soon enough.
And mid. The Doom comes out on Thompson, but there's backup. He's actually just going to be able to walk away and reset.
And look at that no-tail. He's prepared. He's got 2 sails ready to go, so he's going to be able to keep Thompson in the lane.
They're going to go back in on Limp in a second, I feel.
FNG and Hanskin, they do manage to burst down Saxa as the return. I mean, it kills happening everywhere right now, all across the map. We're seeing the team start to run at one another. I mean, this was expected. This is a game with OG involved.
And it's like OG draft it's all about just killing heroes. It's not really about anything else with the way this.
Look at this Mid1. He's just running down S4. He comes out with a stomp, cancel the TP, and he beats him down. This ET, Mid1, 2 kills already, and S4's game continuing to get punished. He hasn't even crossed the 10 CS mark here, 6 minutes in.
That's actually insane. I cannot believe how well they're actually doing up there with this ET safe lane.
It's just destroying him. It's destroying S4.
I'm trying not to have the biggest smile on my face because there's an ET carrying my game. Like, I'm trying not to, just with my favorite hero.
Yes. I mean, Mid1 so far has been pretty perfect in this laning stage.
They're applying decent pressure on the tower. A huge creep wave. We see S4. He's trying desperately to pull the creeps off of it, just sending the treants in. Even though he's not getting this experience, he's stopping the push. We see him manipulating that wave there. No-tail will tank the wave a little bit with the salve. Keep the catapult alive, but that's a nice move by S4 to keep the tower alive.
Radiant's top tower.
And he's actually able to bring the creeps back to himself. And now, like you said, he only had 9 last hits. This is going to double his last hits. So that's
here we go.
Like 9 creeps right there.
Yeah, it's some very smart play here from S4 to recover his position a bit.
That was huge, honestly. Like, it stops the full tower push, and this will almost give him level 6 off of all these creeps.
Very well done. Bottom lane. Hanskin tries to move it onto Saxa with the avalanche. The Cookie takes him out to the side, but sent him with a magic missile. They roll forward. Hanskin's taken out.
Up top, S4. He's actually trying to get XP, but Mid1 says no. He just charges past the tower.
Oh my goodness. He's going to kill him.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness.
So hard.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he's got the Echo Saber queued up, so it is going to be that approach.
Mid1, he is terrified on this ET up top. Bottom lane, diving underneath the tower. Saxa's in onto FNG. FNG pops the stick, trying to turn the combo onto Saxa. Saxa's still alive. They kill off FNG. They'll lose Saxa for it. The 1-for-1 of Nikobaby actually might be able to clean up the 2 of them as Hanskin's trying to block no-tail in. The bashes are there for Nikobaby as Nikobaby gets both of the kills as the boy.
Mid1. He's showed up. Does he have the control for Limp though, as there's a lot more heroes coming in?
They've got the chrono. I mean, this is a huge kill if Nikobaby's able to get it. Hansken, he's got the mana. He's going to be able to come in with that extra bit of control. And for all the good of a start that Mid1 was getting up top, he just came bottom and fed himself to Nikobaby as Nikobaby picks up a triple. I mean, that was a huge set of kills for the Void to pick up down here.
A massive mistake by Mid1, just like overestimating how strong he was, just showing up. 0 points in the natural order. Not
Radiant.
Not really liking that either. Having 3 points in Stomp as a carry ET, a little weird. But just shows up and offers his life and gives Nikobaby a Midas. Now Nikobaby fully caught up after a little bit of a rough start,
didn't it? Yeah, that's the recipe out in the courier. Top lane, Thompson looking to make S4's life even more of a misery this game.
Yeah, Thompson was able to get a lot of farm during all that shenanigans that was going on down bottom. Mid. Constant aggression.
Going on to Notel. In with the Infernal Blade. He's trying to get underneath the tower, but they're going to have him. The Bloodlust on the tower to make sure that the wave gets held off. Maria underneath the tower. Hand's going to lose it out to Thompson. Thompson's going to try and jump over towards Limp. Seb attempting to get in range for a stun, but Limp's too speedy with the phase boost. Oh yeah, Seb would break away.
Good point. Yeah, Seb's level 6, but he didn't get the point in swap. Yeah, she went for another point in stun. I think he had swap range, and then I saw, oh wait, no swap. Thompson looking for S4. I mean, S4 they're just constantly hunting for him.
Yeah, they're just bullying him.
Oh,
Mid1's around as well. Yeah, S4's got to start running back down that lane.
Limp is in the area though, kind of pushing them off, and the rest of the team is coming over.
Let's see what we've got on the side. Saxa, he's been able to set up onto Limp. Thompson's going to jump across. Limp needs help. He's going to be sprouted in, buying time for him to cut out to the side. Thompson continuing to chase. Toss up. Saxa. She's going to continue to close the gap, keeping the Magnetize going onto Limp. Saxa's going to try and close this gap, rolling in, keeping that Magnetize going, but Saxa's going to end up dying underneath the tower. Because of this, Limp will live. Saxa goes down. S4 does still die, though, found up by the tier 1 by Thompson and Mid1.
It's just chaos everywhere.
I mean, all over the map, every single place. Both teams running at one another. The question is, who's it favoring? Do you still sort of look at the Void and say, well, Nikobaby got his Midas on good time, and he is a Void?
I think it's pretty even on both fronts right now. I think they're both trading fairly evenly and responding really nicely. OG's getting some decent damage on top now, though. That's pretty beneficial for them. Not the usual tower you see getting hit pre 12 minutes, but
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
we see Alliance there making their own trade. S4 TP's mid, pops his ult. And it looks like it should just be some tower trades. Yeah, this is just crazy. 18 kills in these 11 minutes. I feel like we had other days where we had 3 kills at the 11-minute mark. Both teams just constantly matching each aggression. Mid1 actually maxing the stomp. This is a little weird, I'll be honest, but...
Well, there's that storm coming into play. He's setting up onto Lim. Has to move with the combo onto Noto. Noto just taken out by the kisses. Magic Missile holds Lim back for now. Thompson trying to lead in onto Hansken S4, but they jump to the side. Nikobaby is looking for the chrono. Jumps in. The Doom down onto Thompson. Thompson's getting bashed and taken out. Another big kill by Nikobaby as he's picking up all the glory here. They also find Saxa on the high ground. 5 kills for this Faceless Void. Nikobaby off to a stellar start.
And that's all set up with the stomp that Mid1 put down first. It actually puts his team in a weird position trying to get aggressive with it. And they can't hold it all. Yeah, this is a really weird skill build, honestly, on the ET carry. Mid, Nikobaby.
Big opportunity for a chrono kill. A Seb going to get the missile off. TPs are coming in. Seb does still go down. Now Thompson is in lead. He's getting blasted here. He's going to try and jump out to side, but tricks the trade over once more. Thompson will manage to run away. He'll live.
Big one. He turns up from bottom lane. We'll get the stomp in the sleep.
They've still got Nikobaby up into and Hansken by his side. Hansken's got an invis room. He could set up for this. Comes in from the side. The Avalanche halting all 3 of them. Nikobaby's in with the bash. The cookie forward. Mid1's going to get taken out. There's a kill for Limp, and now looking for more as they go over towards Notel. Saxon does get the Magnetize out, but it's not enough damage. Nikobaby picks up Notel. Hansken's moving in onto Saxa. Saxa goes down. Hansken's still alive as Thompson didn't quite have the damage to take him out during that trick of the trade. Hansken's going to live. And now suddenly Alliance, they're breaking ahead. It's a 3k lead for them here. Nikobaby continuing to have a pretty free opening as both him and Limp, they are sliding ahead in that net worth.
Yeah, we see S4, he's trying to go on him, but he has ice armor. Thompson can't actually go for him with all that bonus armor that Limp was able to throw onto him, and yeah, we're really seeing now Alliance really start to kick it in. OG's draft is it's starting to look a little weird because they have this ET carry as mid one just walks in and sometimes just dies immediately.
Dire's top tower is under
Yeah,
attack.
I'm very curious to see why he didn't max the stomp over getting more points in aura. When he has Earth Spirit and other heroes that benefit a lot off the aura in the backlines with their magic damage, just seems a little weird.
Dire's top tower is
Not
under
having ult
attack.
either.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Definitely going to hurt their team fight, as they are pretty lackluster in the team fight department. It's really mostly revolved around Sox at this point.
Nikobaby
Radiant's
setting up for him, but Nikobaby's got the backup, and straight away the combo on Thompson gets taken out. They're moving on to Nikobaby. They have got the silence, but the kisses are coming in from the side from FNG. Mid1, he's trying to put a stop to it with the stop, but the bash is there for Nikobaby. Mid1 tries to punch back. He's got a lot of damage, but the bash control on the blast, it takes him out. FNG's found a triple kill. Seb's been doomed. S4's able to come in with the sprout, cut Seb off, as Seb's going to be trapped. Limp and S4 staying on top of him, cooking it from FNG. I mean, it really seems to be dead for Snapfire. We're seeing some incredible Snapfire showings today. FNG in this game doing it, of course, from the support position. It's just so much damage, so much control. And now they're 6k ahead. OG is slipping seriously behind now.
Yeah, they had the Sentry Ward was prepped, Thompson dies, and they still look to dive forward into this without their carry. And FNG just gets a free setup in the backlines. They were trying to take advantage of that Chrono being down, but just get absolutely wiped. And now Chrono's available.
It's up. I mean, ready to fight. They'll take this. If OG want to bring it to them, Nikobaby's happy to turn.
Yeah, and we're seeing, sure, you have a lot of armor as this ET as well, because sure, your Astral Spirit gives you like plus 15, plus 13 during the fights, but a lot of magic damage that's coming out. The bashes just go right through it all. Same thing with the Scatter Blast from the Mortimer.
They're trying to bait it. They're just baiting with Limp on the front. Cookie in on the two of them. Stomp not going to connect onto Nikobaby. Nikobaby can hold. Look for a good Chrono. It's going to block off the fight. Stop the rest of OG joining over to Saxa and Thompson. As Saxa's taken down. The combo coming out onto Limp. Limp's getting fully focused down here by the punches. They're trying to chase. He's been slowed down. A big rat comes in though, and Hanskin is into the combo. He walks back in, takes down Thompson. Midwan's got to stop, but Nikobaby's able to stay to the side of it. Jumps over. A swap and Seb trying to save Midwan, but he's still in range of S4. As he's 4 dead on OG, it's going to be a team wipe. Seb's left alone. Alliance, they team wipe OG. They're now 7k up at it. I mean, it feels like 3 fights in a row where OG are just running at Alliance, and it is not paying off. They're not killing Nikobaby. They're not getting this big Void kill. They're not, this time around they do kill Limp, but it's for the first time in this whole game that they're just not getting enough out of these fights, whereas Alliance, they're getting more and more.
No, and OG's draft, like we mentioned in the beginning, it's all just about bruising, all about just fighting constantly. And Alliance, they're winning the fights even during the downtime. Like, OG's gonna respawn. They have to just go to fight because their heroes don't farm. Their lineup is not about farming whatsoever. It's a tricky EP bench core. They have to just battle as much as possible. But they've lost all the battles.
We're just seeing Nikobaby play it really cool this game.
Yeah.
Just the way he's never getting caught out in these fights. And there's a lot of things that could catch him between the silences and the stuns. Pretty much every hero on OG's lineup having a disable. But Nikobaby just not allowing himself to be found. Even while still staying in the midst of these fights and getting the kills.
Yeah, they just have Limp parking in the front line there and just letting Nikobaby and FNG both get everything off in perfect position.
Yeah, and we see is... No, you guys. No, you guys.
Limp, he's been keeping the ice armor actually the whole game. So this actually is pretty massive versus Venge versus Ricky and ECT. Like, it reduces their physical so much in the fights. I've seen it like 2 or 3 times now that he's made a difference.
No, you've got to point out as well, S4, he's recovered. I mean, he's more farmed than Thompson and Seb. After having such a tough start because of the way that OG focused him down, S4's kept his cool. He's got the blade mail. He's pretty much got the sands to go into that halberd. He's going to be hitting some fine item timings despite OG shutting him down early on in the lane.
Yeah, Alliance have, I mean, they're 9k advantage in 17 minutes. It's pretty massive when you look at it. When you just look at the 2 lineups versus each other, like OG, they're not a farming lineup. They're not going to be able to catch up if they go back up and farm. They have to catch up through fights. Like we said, they can't fight.
And look at S4. He's going to look to try and set him on a mid-1. Mid-1 does have the quelling blade though, so hard to really control the sprout. One's able to head back. But yeah, they're going to have these 2 solid answers to mid-1. As you can see, Nikobaby, he's got a halberd.
Yep.
And as I say, S4, he's pretty much got a halberd. So they're going to have 2 disarms against this ET.
Yeah, and it's really the three physical core heroes coming out from OG. They don't actually do too much magical. The ET can, but as you've seen, mid one, he now finally takes the point and ult at level 11. He didn't have it till
And found him. Took an easy pick here. Onto the vengeful spirit.
This game feels really impossible for OG. They're having to back up and play the farm game, but that's not what their draft does. Their draft can't play the farm game versus a Faceless Void, versus a Nature's Prophet, versus a Doom lineup. It just can't. They have to try to just battle. But it's just not working out. Thompson, he has the defusal finished up. Maybe that's what they were trying to finish up before they keep running into this brick wall.
And bottom, finding another. No tail, hunted down by S4. 4, 4, and 13. Really, honestly, I believe he started off this game 0, 4, and 0 S4.
Yep.
Ever since that moment, though, it really has just been constantly on the up. Here, his performance and his recovery. I've got the Doom down onto mid-bot. He's out. Oh, Thompson and Seb, they've got to start retreating here. Limp trying to charge them down, but under the tower. Nikobaby finishing off the tier 1 down bottom. So, yeah, 11k lead. It's really starting to look close to the impossible for OG to stop Alliance here. It's
they're just getting picked off.
Thompson, he's trying to go in onto Hanskin, and the Mech's popped. Hanskin's still alive. They roll onto him. They really want to kill this Tiny, but they can't do it. They cannot finish off the Tiny kill. Limp's just pushing back 7 Thompson. There's no tail. Bull coming on back with the stun, but there's the Chrono. Nikobaby just wraps around. He catches both the cores in the Chrono. Thompson's taken out. Seb's going to be finished off as well here by FNG. As this game, it really does feel overfogged. 31-13, 13k lead for Alliance. How do OG come back from this?
They aren't down again. It's like I said, it's a full skirmishing. It's all about the fights. That's the way that they drafted. They lost the fights, and yeah, Alliance, they won because of that. They won just because they turned up to all these fights and won them early on. Because OG's draft, it has no catch-up mechanics. Yeah. It just really doesn't.
It felt like the real volatile moment was that play right when OG went down bottom for the first time with mid one. He dies to the Void, dies to Nikobaby after Nikobaby just picked up a double kill. That means his Midas is done at 9 minutes. From that point onwards, any bad fight that was taken by OG, it's only just going to give up Nikobaby the chance to get as far as ahead as he is right now.
Yeah, they're just, Alliance is just matching them with every single one of the fights, just bringing the numbers. Hanskin, this will be a pickoff. Takes him some time to get it. Limp, he's way too tanky. No way they can go for him.
BKB and plate mail.
And the Dragon Scale on top. 29 armor, like, with ice armor too. There's no way that they can kill Limp in the front line. Nikobaby at the ready. OG, they're trying to take advantage of this time while Chrono is down.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower.
Do the Thompson. Hunt for this. S4 gets swapped back. Does get the blade mail off. Kisses are coming down. Thompson committing onto the prop to try and finish off S4. S4 finally taken out, but Saxa goes down for it. Mid-one's trying to punch into Nikobaby. They have got the magic missile, but the cookie over to the side. Nikobaby is in on top of Seb, stunning him. Because of that cookie, he'll swing back around looking for Seb. Limp's been able to get it. He gets the Doom down onto mid-one. He's going to try and chase this down with his BKB. But Thompson turning, trying to slow Limp. The combo with the Avalanche coming out to the two of them. They were able to finish off Seb. Limp takes down No Tail. Another fight. OG, they've just lost 3. Alliance just continuing to destroy any attempts from OG to get a fight going their way.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They're trying so hard. They really are just trying to bring the battle. Like, they know that this is their only way to try to come back in this game, is try to take advantage of Chrono cooldown, but time and time again, S4, he doesn't care at this point. He TP'd in the front to get all the attention onto him so that Limp can walk in and get all his spells off nicely. Into Roche. Yep. And Chrono is ready, and they've got even a Guardian Greaves on FNG.
I mean, this is just insane play from Alliance. And so something that was lacking yesterday. Alliance had a very rough series. It definitely seems like they spent no time messing around between yesterday and today when it comes to practicing and preparing. This game 1 showing is looking pretty untouchable right now. As they jump in onto Seb after getting the Roche from the Aegis. Another kill for Nikobaby on the high ground. S4 just TP's in to start off the action. Niko's punching into FNG. They want to get a kill. They do manage to find the Snapfire, but No Tail's held to the side in the Sprout. Nikobaby Nikobaby's looking for his next target. He's chasing down. He still has that chrono available. Saxon's going to be able to roll down to the low ground. The stomp does hold Nikobaby in place, and Thompson has been able to pick up the second support. We've got two supports in mid one. He's going straight back in on this. Nikobaby still has that chrono. Thompson has got the triple. Can they get more from this? Nikobaby holding his position. There's the chrono, and now Nikobaby's ready for the cleanup. Takes one, takes two, takes maybe not Thompson. Thompson, they haven't got the detection.
He's burning.
He's the scorched up.
It's not burning him.
He's gonna live. He's gonna live.
Radiant's
Thompson
bottom
actually able to
tower is
make
under
it
attack.
out of there after picking up a triple kill. So it's something, but it's still just not stopping Nikobaby from having a perfect performance on his Void. 13, 1, and 12. They still can't quite kill him, and Thompson just very lucky to get away with his life at the end of that.
Yeah, able to get some cleanup kills, but these two cores are just they're just too beefy. Limp, I saw mid one having plus 350 or 300 plus 380 damage actually. So he's hitting for 500 damage. He hit Limp for like 80 because he has 29 armor. He just hit him like a pillow. It actually looked like it did almost nothing. This alliance trap just working out perfectly. And Nikobaby's getting all these cleanups and just getting to an untouchable level.
Radiant
Again,
are
OG.
scanning.
Chrono was used, so battle again.
There they go. They need to kill Nikobaby off. They get him at once. And they do it a second time. Handstand coming in with the avalanche. Kisses raining down from far as FNG has the damage. The Doom's down onto mid one. Mid one's out. Seb trying to swap his way out of this, but Limp, Nikobaby, they run him down. S4 TP's in to stop No Tails escape as he has the Sprout, control the Ogre. Nikobaby claims another. 3 more kills for the side of Alliance.
Middle tower is under attack.
They can't take advantage of anything. It's too much of a deficit. Pop the Aegis once, but there's just too
Dire's
much
middle
backline in
tower
Alliance.
has
It's time to go high ground.
Dire's middle tower is under
I think
attack.
OG has really run out of steam now in this first 25 minutes. I can't believe it's only 25 minutes in and there's 58 kills.
I mean, this, yeah. Just so you know, just an OG game, as I say. You know, this side, this team, they'll always try to fight.
Has fallen.
You know, it seems like that's what they know, and it is what they know best, but it's not working out for them here. Alliance have just come in with
Middle barracks has fallen.
it's just some solid picks, really. The mid Doom and the carry Void. I really do feel like it's very hard to sort of go wrong with these heroes.
Yeah, it's just safe. It really is safe across the board. You can tell OG, it's a much more volatile. I mean, they're running an AT carry, so it's a very volatile draft that can be risky, and we've seen these risks been taken, and we've seen Alliance just respond perfectly every single time. They're bringing all the fights, just matching every time.
Yeah, just some
22k gold lead, and yeah, really feeling like there's no hope for OG. Hope for Thompson to have some fun, of course, as we could see him get the triple kill, but he can't kill the big 2 cores. No, can't kill the Doom or the Void.
If he gets taken out at the start of the fight, caught in a chrono, caught by the Doom, it feels like that's just instantly the whole fight over.
Yeah.
If Thompson's not able to sort of make the rounds and get his damage out.
Okay, so now it's online. The ET safe lane has now hit his crucial item timing. It's very late.
It's slow,
It's in a
yeah.
massive deficit, but let's see if they can make it work, because this is the timing you want. Actually, you want level 15 as well with it, but this is the first step of the timing.
But it's against these abilities that do pierce the BKB with the magic immunity of that axe.
Yeah, the thing is, he's just still gonna get doomed is the problem. Even if you're BKB'd because the Astral, you get doomed, it dispels the Astral off you, so you have no bonus damage. So, and I've been seeing Limp every time. He just dooms the ET in every single one of these fights. I don't think that's gonna change.
Dire's middle barracks.
As to the high ground, again. Alliance with everything at the ready.
Oh yeah, Doom and the chrono, good to go.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Nikobaby's been pretty bang on with the chrono placements so far this game. Haven't really seen a bad one from him. Bottom, Hanscan is in onto Thompson. Thompson's been dusted, the bashes are there. Thompson's going to try and jump out with the tricks of the trade. Can he get out in time? No, can't. The bashes coming through as Nikobaby takes Thompson out. He's down for 50. He has got buyback. Nikobaby's thinking about the chrono. He's going to drop it on Seb. Stomp in place, but Nikobaby's able to juke it out. Dodges it to the side. Seb getting low. They'll jump back in onto Nikobaby. Nikobaby's getting low. They're taking him down. Nikobaby gone. Hanscan also in trouble here as they turn over towards him, as he'll be left behind by the rest of Alliance. Able to dodge the stomp with the Yules. Blink at a second, but no, Saxon's able to put a stop to it with the instant roll into him. After he comes down from it, they seem to catch Limp. Limp's on the run.
Dire are scanning.
He's still chasing their
Get the
track, and
scan on him.
they know they're still on the right track.
I mean, they have to chase and try to get these kills. Like, they know the Void and the Tiny Down. This is their only hope.
Oh, not quite, Seb. Couldn't get him in vision there for the swap or the stun.
Pretty big mistake coming out from Nikobaby, though. Jumping in, Chrono only catches on the bench, and he actually stuck inside of it there. So he just gets smoke screen, stunned, comboed up, and just dies. Doesn't even get his Manta popped. So, OG, they'll punch back, but they need a lot more of those. They need Nikobaby to make a lot more of those mistakes.
They did have to, of course, use the buyback on Thompson.
Yep.
To have that attempt there. So now, if Thompson dies, the game will truly be over. And at this point, according to the numbers from Gaben, 97% for Alliance, and that makes a lot of sense. Top Saxa, is he going to get jumped upon here? No, they won't try and run him down.
They'll come up and get it before the 30-minute mark anyway. They're just going to bring Nikobaby up. All signs of life, though, for OG. Very, very, very small. Midwin is still so under-leveled. Like, Midwin's level 15 somehow on the ET. I mean, I say somehow, but I know how. He died so many times and just had a pretty rough game. But he's the same level as his Earth Spirit. So, doesn't even have his like 100% clear kicking in. None of these fun things. But he does have his astral hero damage, plus that Aghanim, so we'll see if it can do something. It doesn't feel like it will, but maybe they can catch Alliance somehow off guard.
The cooldown's looking like for Alliance 20 seconds until Chrono. And about that same time, Nikobaby's going to have the money for the full Scardy. Go, Hanscan. Let's start things in. Onto No-Tail, and as soon as he's in, he's out. No-Tail. Taken out by the combo.
Time is money.
Quick, easy kill for them. Playing around the Roshan pit. It's going to be spawning pretty soon. Alliance, like we said, they can still look to take any of these fights. OG just still heavily on the back foot. So getting some time to at least move out and get some farm.
They really do have such a huge lead right now, Alliance. 25k, just the 30 minutes in.
And they're going to smoke. They're going to look for the fight before going for that Rosh. One. Standing there trying to break it, but he might just die even if he does break it.
The mark with the Shiva's Garb. Hanscan, he's in. Close the gap. Just drops down the Doom Temple, try and swap it to the side, but the kisses are out. One goes down.
And they're even setting up bottom.
They'll also fall in there. They're onto Saxa. Saxa is not going to be able to roll away from this as the cookie onto Hanscan puts him to a stop. 3 dead on OG. They did kill S4, but that won't really slow down Alliance. I don't think right now. They still have Nikobaby's Chronosphere good to go. Limp's got the full AC on top of the Shivas. So an incredible amount of armor to push on with.
And all plus armor. So ET, you do nothing. Your aura does absolutely nothing versus the Doom. Spirit Vessel will be a little annoying though. Slow him down a little bit. The rest of his team coming over maybe. Nikobaby jumps in. He has Chrono.
Look at these bash.
Was that like an 8x bash?
There was a lot of them. Okay. Saxa as well. He's going to have the coverage of the smoke screen from the Ricky to try and help it, but it won't. They've got the damage to beat him down through it all. So starts to come back. Thompson's going to move in onto Limp. Nikobaby still has that Chrono. He's ready to look for an opportunity to drop it. Thompson trying to chase Limp, but Hanscan's in with the combo, and there's Nikobaby catching both Mid1 and Seb beautifully on the edges of it, stopping them from being able to get into the fight. The disarm as well onto the Mid1 as he jumps into the high ground. Mid1 trying to get a stomp off, but the bashes are too strong. Nikobaby gets him. Got the vision on Thompson. Thompson's dead. It's a triple kill for Nikobaby. It's 21, 2 and 15 on the Void. We saw a strong Void game from Miracle earlier. I think this one was even stronger for Nikobaby here. 21, 2 and 15. He's just jumping in and they're just cleaning up right now, Alliance. The toss over onto Mid1. Mid1's going to get taken out as quickly as he buys back into the game. GG is called. Alliance taking this game 1. And they made it look easy. We're seeing yet another game today where